Dark and medullated fibres mixed with merino wool are causing monumental problems for processors. Take a look at this example. A couple of years ago, an Australian wool processor had 10,000 kilos of merino wool contaminated with just 10 grams of medullated fibres, which went all through the process, from scouring to spinning and into fabric.
The problems that we face, we have contamination through dark and medullated fibres. You need to then look at what are we going to put the product into. You put it into something that may be black, you dye it black, the medullated fibres, which won't take any dye, will still remain as basically a white fibre. You put it into a pastel type shade, and hence your dark fibres then become a contamination issue as well.
We see a real threat or potential threat from the increase in meat sheep, and they're specifically referring to dark fibres, Kemp fibres, medullated fibres, and all of those won't or stand out in dyed products. They don't accept dyes like normal wool fibres. So we've got a real concern that there needs to be more care in separating these exotic breeds and making sure there's no mix-ups in the sheds.
Give us an idea of what you're running here, Justin. Tell us the story.
Scott, we joined 15,000 ewes, and 5,000 of those merinos and 10,000 either Dorper Suffolk cross ewes.
What are the key issues with running the mixed breeds?
Contamination is the only issue I can see, or the major issue, and we need to address that. The Dorper is a very intelligent animal, and if he wants a feed, he will go and get a feed.
So apparently it can jump tall buildings in a single bound.
If you want to keep Dorpers and merinos separate,
Yep.
You need something strong, you need it close to the ground. Dorpers will go under before they go over the top,
Okay.
and that's necessary. And before you go into the industry, you need to have a barrier, because if they want to go, they'll go. We've used second-hand gear. We've used the steel pickets out of the old fence. We've used the old barb, and we're using drill rod out of the mining industry. Basically, for a fence of this construction from new, you're looking at no change out of $4,000. We're doing it for probably 2/3 of that, but it is still a big cost.
And doing it of this quality, you're around for a long time.
Definitely. Do it once, do it well. We've got a dividing line down the centre of the property, and we're fortunate enough to have a wool shed at Kalara, which we shear our merinos, and we don't shear Dorpers or any Dorper-infused sheep at that wool shed.
So all the way through the process, you're just separating.
We
making
separate.
sure the sheep are separate.
We keep them separated. We endeavour to isolate our neighbours from Dorpers. Our neighbours are good communicators, and we work together. But I think we've got it mitigated to have it under the best control possible.
When we see merino wool that has been run with breeds that have dark and medullated fibre, discounts of up to $1 per kilogram can apply.